This is so hard. I never understood why he was so mad. This is something I'm really struggling to understand. Actually,
he probably mad at himself because of what he's done. He knows that he's hurt you. He's hurt himself. He's hurt the whole relationship as a whole and whoever else knows about it. So he's embarrassed. He's ashamed. So there's so many things where his anger is coming from. It's not necessarily you. I think what happens is when you want to talk about it, it's hard for him to talk about it. So at some point, if you haven't already, try to create a safer space for him to be able to talk about it. And I would even go as far as asking him that just to be certain, because I could be wrong and he could be mad at you because you keep talking about it. But at the end of the day, he also has to understand that your feelings are valid. Give yourself grace, give him grace. And just know that you both heal in your own certain, different ways. He could be over it and just knows for certain that he's not going to go out here and do nothing crazy anymore. But he still has to constantly reassure you that he's not going to do that. His anger, again, I will have that conversation with him and find out, what's the deal. Is that pretty much it?
Well, I mean, and something else, I think it's a lot.
Yeah.
Talking about this stuff is a lot. The betrayer, he's or she is thinking about everything. All of the little trickling pieces, all the ripple effect of how he's affected you and your kids, if you have your kids, your family, your friends, like it's a lot. So sometimes the closest people to us, we treat the worst in situations where we are going through something. And unfortunately, the closest person is you, and at the same token, he's already hurt you.
Yeah. So
you're kind of getting it double. I think it's just a matter of taking the wife hat off. And I've said this before, go back on our page and look for that. But taking the wife hat off, and sometimes we just need to remove ourselves from being the one that has been hurt and be their friend for a second.
Yeah.
Try to understand it from a different way. And I know people are going to be like, be their friend.
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't realize that when we approach people, we approach them with anger or some type of aggression and how we're saying it in our tone. Sometimes it's not even about that. Sometimes it's going into this situation like it's your friend. Now, you ain't got to treat the situation like a friend.
Right.
But
it's just the mindset.
It's the mindset.
It's the mindset.
So think about that. And how would you ask a friend if they were going through problems? How would you talk to them? Talk to them like that.
Sometimes being able to have effective communication means that you have to do something different.
Yeah.
If you coming at him the way you have been is making or having him react with anger and react being defensive, well then come at him a different way. Sometimes to get to the same point B that you're trying to get to, you just have to start from a different point A. And just being able to come at them with the mindset of, I really want to understand what you are feeling right now so that we can really talk about this and get some resolution.
And remember, at the end of the day, even if they are not truthful with you and telling you everything, what's done in the dark will come to light.
And I just so happen to have this shirt on today.
It will come out.
They're not always mad at you. They're most likely mad at the situation and themselves.
Yep.
Hope that helps.